To Dodger Field here in Fort Dodge. John Swisher and Bill Logan, glad to have you along. Our final softball game of the 2018 summer sports season. Here we are, Independence playing the consolation match after losing to the 6th seed, being upset yesterday afternoon. And Sergeant Bluff-Luton on the score of 3-2 as they take on Charles City at the same time yesterday. Charles City, the 2 seed, got upset by the 7 seed, Des Moines Hoover, in Class 4A for the first time. A normal 5A school. So 7-2 was the final in that one. So here we are, consolation, the new format this year. If you lose your first game, you just play one consolation game. So a consolation contest tie for 5th place will be the winner of this game. And we get ready for Independence for the final time this year at 34-7 overall, as Charles City with a record of 33-7. Charles City, coached by Brian Bowman, his 15th season, 386 wins, 229 losses. As Heather Hutke, her 4th season Independence, 87-72 mark. 22 years overall. She's a current assistant coach at Wartburg College in Waverly, where we'll be tonight, as also a grad assistant at South Dakota State from 96 to 98. She was assistant coach at Galvin Holstein, 96, and Cherokee in 98. Also at Briar Cliff for 10 years in Sioux City, and the head coach at Buena Vista College from 09 to 2014. As the Mustangs yesterday had a disappointing first trip back to the state tournament, their 8th total trip, and their first since 2005. Had some disappointing things. Had a good start for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. They started off well, and the Mustangs just could never come back totally and get control of that game as they fell 3-2. Some mental mistakes, some issues that happened in this game and that we've seen over the years, and it just wasn't meant to be SBL. Moving on yesterday for these Mustangs, coming back, the 3 seniors get to play one more time with their teammates here. So come out, Billy, and leave it all on the field. And there's not many teams that say they have played here. There's only a select few over the years that come here and can play. And unfortunate to not win your first game, but you got to take it for what it is here. You get to play another game at the state tournament.
Well, it is, and that's what you always practice for when you're a little kid. And once you get up into 8th grade, that's one of your goals for 5 years. Is I want to be on a team that does good enough to be able to get out here to the state tournament for Dodge. What a beautiful facility this is out here, and an honor. It's something that these girls are going to remember forever.
Yes, indeed. As Independence getting ready to lead off here, as we take a look at the order, Lydian Butters, the center fielder, stands in first. Abby Davis, the shortstop. Then Allie Jo Caesar. Mackenzie Hupke is the DP in the 4th spot. Kenzie Fischel's the catcher, batting 5th. Allison Doyle, the right fielder, batting 6th. Mary Puppet, the 3rd baseman, batting 7th. Madeline Beatty, the 2nd baseman, in the 8th spot. And Kaylee Hush is the left fielder in the 9 hole. For Charles City, Fisher, Reams, and Literer, left to right. It's Sonberg, Peters, Schmidt, and Holt around the infield. Catcher is the catcher, and Higher is the pitcher. How about that? The young lady there as Kelby Catcher, Katcher, the senior, is behind the dish. As we get set for this one, it's Charles City. A little shorter trip than Independence here. 1 hour and 55 minutes, 120 miles to be exact. 124 miles from Independence, 158 minutes if you're driving the speed limit, of course, as we get set for this one. As standing in is Lydia Butters. She had a hit and was picked off in that double play in the game yesterday in the 7th inning. She stands in here as one of the leading hitters on this team. 373 average. She's been one of the main components of success. 31 runs driven in. And we are underway at 1:02 on this Wednesday afternoon. First of 2 games, we'll have Class 3A Sub-State Baseball later on tonight from KMCH Sports, as West Delaware Hawks trying to get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2008, compete in their 3rd Sub-State in the last 5 seasons. As a ball 2 outside, Butters facing the pitcher, Hayer here for Charles City. As there's the ball upstairs, neck high. As we take a look at the numbers on Samantha Hayer, the junior for the Comets.
Yeah, this is her 29th start. She's 23-3 on the year, 160 innings pitched, 63 hits allowed, 30 runs, only 16 of them earned. Earned run average of .70. What a number. 37 walks, 15 hit batters, 260 strikeouts.
Whew. For the junior, Samantha Hayer, one of two juniors on the squad for Coach Bowman. There's a strike after a strike, and we're full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hayer has battled back to Butters here. 18 on the roster for Charles City, 5 seniors, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, 6 freshmen, and 3 eighth graders. A lefty, little popper outside the circle on the run. Hayer gets it to pop out to the pitcher for out number 1. Brings up Abby Davis now. Davis was on base 3 of 4 times yesterday in the loss to SBL. Infield hit in the first. Hit to right, 2 RBI. Hit to right in the 4th, scoring those 2 runs for the Mustangs yesterday. She also reached on an error in the 3rd inning and had a sacrifice as well. So good day at the plate for Abby Davis, the number 2 batter. And with 1 out here in the top of the 1st, takes a strike there on 1 to count to Davis. As the 0-1 is inside off the plate for ball 1, we're even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Abby Davis. As Davis, another one of the 6 juniors on the team, the 1-1 is grounded right back to Hayer. On the edge of the circle, she'll fire to first for the 1-3 ground out to the pitcher for out number 2. Brings up Allie Jo Zeeser now, the first baseman. Zeeser flew out, reached on a fielder's choice, was stranded, grounded out, and also flew out to end the game yesterday in that 7th inning. And Zeeser standing in with 2 down, and a strike on the outer half there above the knees for strike 1. Charles City, population 7,652, the northeast side with town in Floyd County, near the highways of 18 through 18 and 14. Chucktown, the nickname for Charles City, home of the Comets. Independence, population of 6,018. As non-conference opponents for years, they've battled it out. They had 1 meeting this year. Zeeser chases one upstairs, goes down swinging for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 1st. Independence and Charles City locked up at 0s. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop are proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they got you covered. Call Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop, 319-935-3358.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Experience the difference. Experience Bank Iowa. They believe banking is more about people and less about dollars and cents. Their decisions are made locally by the people you know, your friends and neighbors. Bank Iowa, member FDIC.
Along with in-studio producer, afternoon man, promotions director, and production director of KMCH, back in the cool, air-conditioned studios of KMCH on East Main Street, Manchester. Rob Edwards, John Swisher, Bill Logan with you from sunny, no shelter, no shade, Dodger Field here in Fort Dodge. I should say Cubs Field here in Fort Dodge. I renamed it for today because I do not want to say that any more than I have to.
It's a great field. This is probably the best field in the state of Iowa.
Dodger Field because of the Fort Dodge Dodgers. That's their nickname. Not the other Dodgers. There's a bouncing ball right side. First baseman Caesar grabs it and steps on the bag as Elizabeth Fisher grounds out. For out number 1, Ashlyn Holt stands in now, the first baseman, as Megan Brock, the number 2 pitcher on his pitching staff for the Mustangs, was listed as the starting pitcher, but it will be Hupke getting the start again. The outstanding junior pitcher, the daughter of head coach Heather Hupke, who is getting a serious offer from Drake, being looked at heavily by the Drake Bulldogs, Division I softball, as Hupke back inside the circle after allowing 7 hits to the Warriors of SBL yesterday. As we take a look at the numbers on her with a 2-0 pitch coming as a strike on the inside corner to Holt.
This is her 27th start of the year, 23-4 record, 177 innings pitched, 108 hits, 54 runs, 23 of them earned run average of .91, 26 walks, 5 hit batters, 176 strikeouts. So 2 control pitchers that get a lot of strikeouts.
2-2. There's a swing and a miss upstairs for the strikeout. Holtz goes down swinging. Quickly 2 outs here. Taylor Schmidt will stand in now. Defensively for the Mustangs, Hush, Butters, and Doyle left to right. Puffett, Davis, Beatty, and Zeezer around the horn. It's Fischels, the catcher, and Hupke inside the circle for the final game of the season for both of these teams. As there's a strike for strike 1 to Taylor Schmidt. As a ball misses there. A little hesitation by the home plate umpire. 1-1. The scoreboard did not see that he changed it. There's a strike. So it's 1-2 now. The count here.
Schmidt, a .427 hitter on here, 44 hits and 103 at-bats.
Swinging a miss, a drop third strike, throwing it down. It will be Fischels for the put out there. 2-3, completes the strikeout and completes the first inning. We go to the second. This is Independent State Softball, KMCH Sports.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. They produce shears, press brakes, and HMI C-frame presses. Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated, Coggin.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at FullRBrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Pets Allowed in Independence, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Pets Allowed has been your pet's lodging, grooming, and training specialist. Contact Pets Allowed at 319-334-7387 in Independence.
We're at the top of the second inning here in Fort Dodge. At this diamond number 3. 1-1 the count here to Mackenzie Hupke, the designated player. Here from the pitcher, Hare. Officials waits on deck. No score yet in this one. As there's the ball downstairs. As 3-0 is the count. The umpire getting the count right here. Troy Nicholas, Tom Sullivan, and Glenn Marquette are the officials here in this one. Congratulations to a Manchester native, former teacher in the district. I believe he coached some. He umpired quite a bit in the West Delaware school district for a while as well. Brian Cole made it to the state tournament this year. He worked the Charles City first-round game yesterday as Brian now, I believe, out at South O'Brien Schools, a choir band director. And congratulations to him getting to the state tournament. It's been a goal of his as he's worked hard on his umpire game. There's a throw down, getting back in safely after Hupke draws the leadoff walk as Kinsey Fischel stands in.
Yeah, she scored around the bunt, a nice pitch by the pitcher, Hare. up around the letters and unable to bunt it.
Brian Cole was the first base umpire in the previous game before ours here. As there's a ball up and out of play by Kinsey Fischels. Fischels. Down to the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Ayer ready, the 0-2. It's fouled back to the fence right in front of us behind home plate. And the count remains at 0-2.
And Fischels unable to get a bunt attempt down there to try to play for a run here in the top of the second inning.
There's a ball hit right back to the pitcher on the edge of the circle. It's going to be wobbled by the first baseman, and the runner Fischels collides with the first baseman as runs right over, right on top of the bag. No interference, no obstruction can be called there. There's just incidental contact. Everybody was straight up, but she took a face full of Fischels right there and just ran over the top of her incidentally. I mean, she was trying to get to the bag, but Coach Boland's going to come out and make sure his first baseman, Holt, is okay, as hopefully everybody is all right. We'll shake it up after that one, expectedly so, as Holt, the first baseman, Ashlyn Holt, just a 8th grader on the team, one of 3 on the roster, as courtesy runner Sydney Hearn here will be the courtesy runner for the catcher Fischels at first base. So runners on first and third. So it'll be an error on. It was a lower throw, but it was in her glove. I think he's going to give it on the first base.
I do too.
And then she took the brunt of it after the error. She took the contact from Fischels. Allison Doyle stands in now. Allison, the right fielder. As there is a bunt left side. Third baseman fields it, fakes the throw to first. I'm not sure she didn't think she could get Doyle hustling down the line. She looked back at the runner at third. Hupke staying put there, getting back into third safely, and runners on first and third here. I thought she had time to get Doyle at first, but the third baseman, Sonberg, didn't think so.
Yeah, I think she just kind of did a little half a fake throw, thinking she could get the runner being too aggressive at third. But credit Hupke, she did a nice job of pretty much staying home. Shortstop didn't come over to cover behind it to be able to pick her off, so fielder's choice loads the bases.
Swing and a miss by Mary Puffett, standing in the 7th batter here, the third baseman. Puffett was 2 for 3 in yesterday's first round loss. And a hit to the outfield. Infield hit. She scored one of the 2 runs of the 4th inning. She flew out in the 6th. The 0-1 here is bunted right side. Great bunt. First baseman coming in. Nobody's home. Bases loaded. First run scores. Hupke crosses the dish for the first run of the afternoon for Independence, as the Mustangs get on the scoreboard first in this consolation contest. As Mary Puffett, beautiful hit down the first base line. Hope the first baseman know where to go with it.
Yeah, and if I'm not Coach Hupke, I might not do it again, just simply because so far the Mustangs haven't hit the ball in the infield, and they've got a run scored and couple out.
This is a hopper back behind the third baseman. Shortstop gets to it deep in the hole. That's going to be another infield hit. 3 infield hits in a row. After 4 balls hit on the infield in a row, the first one was an error. Beatty gets on. She gets herself an RBI. As they lead 2-0 now.
Yeah, and that was well placed. And the shortstop, Peters, went over backhand and got it, but nowhere to go with it. The runner, Doyle, got over the third before she could get there. So some well placed hits here by the Mustangs.
2 runs are in. Still nobody out. A look at this one by Keely Hush. And as Hush had infield hit and scored the other run in that 4th inning yesterday, she popped out and grounded out. Besides that, Kaylee Hush, one of the 6 juniors on this team, 3 seniors, 7 sophomores, 16 on the roster for head coach Heather Hupke in her 4th season. There's the ball up and out, the ball 2-2, and the count. There's just one meeting so far in the year between these 2 teams back on June 22nd, a Friday night at Charles City. 1-0 was the score. Charles City with the win in that one. Is the ball fouled back to the fence for strike 1, 2-1 the count.
And Ayer threw a 1-hitter during that game with 12 strikeouts. Hupke gave up 4 hits with 6 strikeouts, and the 1 run scored was unearned.
2-1. This one's fouled back hard to the fence in front of us here as well. And the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody down. Runner on every base for the Mustangs here. We've had a walk and error and then 3 infield hits in a row on this Mustang offense. The 6th batter in the inning here. Hush going down, swinging with the strikeout for out number 1. Brings up Lydia Butters now, who popped out to the pitcher, Hayer, her first time up. Butters standing in with the bases juiced, and 1 away. You're in the top of inning number 2. 2-0 Mustangs lead this game over the Comets of Charles City. This one's popped up left side, now to play for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Butters.
Hayer's going to want to keep that ball probably up in the strike zone a little bit. See if she hits it to pop it up. Doesn't want to put anything bell high or below it. Butters is doing a nice job hitting the ground with a lot of speed.
This one is skied right side, right fielder. Litterer going to camp under and get it. Runner's going to tag from third. The throw is to the first baseman. And not hitting her cutoff there. Instead of throwing to the first baseman, and the run will score easily on the F9 sacrifice RBI fly off the bat of Lydia Butters. So she gets another run in for her team. It's 3-0 now as Puppet tags up and goes to third. Bates will stay at first, stands in. She grounded out back to Hare, the pitcher, her first time up in the first inning. Takes the strike here for strike 1. 0-1 the count. 8th batter in the inning for the Mustangs. Davis standing in, 3-0 Independence. A great offensive inning for the Mustangs. As their strike 2 falls back in the fence right in front of us for Davis.
All started with the leadoff walk to Hupke. You know, and man, we keep talking about that all the time. Those leadoff walks, they can lead to some innings.
Strike, very beautiful pitch by Hare, and frozen was Davis. Takes it for the backwards K, and the third out of the inning. 8 batters. Thanks. Here in this top of the second, they score 3 runs. To the bottom half we go. 3-0 Mustangs. This is Independence State Softball. You're listening to it from KMCH Sports.
Call by County Disposal Incorporated and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from By County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. At threeriversfs.com are the location near your partner in growth solutions.
You expect big hits on the softball field or the baseball field, but not on the road. When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staffs, and fans continued success.
Jonathan back with you from Fort Dodge. We are in the bottom of the second inning. As Sienna Sonberg, the third baseman here, facing a 1-1 count against the Mustang hurler, Mackenzie Hupke. As Sonberg follows this one back to the fence for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Here to Sonberg, one of the seniors playing her final game ever as an athlete at Charles City. 5 seniors on this team, 3 for Independence, so 8 seniors rounding out their careers here today. There's a little popper right side. Nice play by Zezer. Allie Joe hauls it in. The pop out for out number 1. It brings up Peyton Reams now, the center fielder for the Comets. Reams is another one of the 5 seniors.
That was a great pitch there by Hupke right there. It was on the outer portion. Might have been a ball because it was outside, but too close with 2 strikes, and she just kind of put the bat on it. Nice job by Ziza to catch it for the out.
0-1 the count, 1 down. As Hupke standing in. This one's grounded left side. And it's Puppet. Nice play up and over. Routine city there. Puppet to Zizer on the 5-3 ground out off the bat of Reams. Brings up Cora Crooks now. Crooks, the designated player. Crooks, the 6th batter, a junior. One of 2 juniors on the squad. As Crooks Comes in a 318 hitter. 27 hits, 17 runs. Batted in. 1-0 the count. Ball that tailed away from the catcher and went to the backstop that time. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. 3-0 Independence leads this game. There's a strike swinging and missing. Is Crooks. Off the plate outside. Chasing it was Crooks. And we're even at 1-1 here. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, Hupke's throwing a really nice game here so far. Really been able to spot that pitch and hitting that outside corner.
As 1-2, beautiful placement at the knees on the outside corner, swinging through it is Crooks that time. The 1-2-3 inning for Hupke and company, and we go to the third inning with the Mustangs leading 3-0. This is Indy State Softball. You're listening to it from KMCH Sports.
Cy and Charlie's in Independence sell the full line of top-quality Whirlpool appliances, including Maytag and KitchenAid at competitive prices. Cy and Charlie's offer professional delivery, installation, and factory-trained service. Best of luck from Cy and Charlie's, your appliance headquarters in Independence.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Top of the third inning is here. This game is 22 minutes old. Mustangs lead 3-0 over Charles City. Here's a little bouncer right side. Schmidt had it and bobbled it out in front of her. Could not get to it in time as Caesar will beat it out after the error there. The E4, second error of the game by Charles City. And it brings up Mackenzie Hupke now.
Yeah, that just kind of took a high hop on her. She came up, kind of set her P plan, had it set, but a high hop off her glove and out in front of her. But on that slow hit, you got to field it cleanly.
This one is hit into right center field. The right fielder going over and able to extend her glove in the air and make the catch at the last second. The F9 fly out to that right fielder, Litterer. And it's good for out number 1. Kinsey Officials now will stand in. Officials reached on an error first time and scored one of those 3 runs in the second inning for the Mustangs. This is first pitch swinging. Little chopper right back to the edge of the circle. There's a high throw. Holt cannot haul it in. The infielder having some troubles here early on in this game. That was a higher throw. I think that time you got to give it to the pitcher as it might have skimmed off the glove, but he had plenty of time for a better throw. The E1 there for Hare, and Caesar will scoot on over to third. Runners on first and third as Sidney Hearn back in as the courtesy runner at first base for Officials, the catcher. Allison Doyle now, the right fielder, will stand in. And swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 the count here with 1 away. Runners on second and third. Back in and ready. And another swing and a miss. Pitch right there. Thigh high outer half. Just not able to catch up to it as Doyle. She goes down 0-2 now. With 1 down, runners on second and third for the Mustangs. Here in the top of the third. They already lead 2-0. Trying to add more. Here's a grounder right side, and the RBI ground out there after that of Doyle, as coming in is Allie Jo Caesar. Doyle grounds out, but gets the, for the second out, but gets the RBI. Nice job there, putting in play, choking up with 2 strikes and getting her job done.
Yeah, just a little soft liner just to the left of the pitcher, but didn't get out to second base. Schmidt made a nice play on it, but no way they're going to get the runner at home. So did her job of putting it in play and getting the run.
Their first pitch swing. Pumpit fouls it up and out of first base. Independence dugout as Pumpit got an infield hit and an RBI because of it back in the second inning. 4-0. Independence now with the lead. Top of the third inning. Going to the count. 1 down. A runner on third base. There's a strike. For strike 2. 0-2 the count. Puffett stands back in. They clear the count.
Yeah, there's only 1 out on the board, and there's 2.
Yeah. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. As the third out there, but the Mustangs add a run. To the bottom of the third we go. Independence 4, Charles City 0. Mustang State Softball from KMCH Sports.
The staff at Bone Camp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Go teams!
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Experts, Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck, go teams!
Bill back with you. We're in Fort Dodge. This Webster County city, the size of 25,206, the last census. State softball tournament been here since 1970. They've expanded over the years, added fields, made nice renovations. A beautiful facility here for the community of Fort Dodge to host the state softball tournament. The 2018 version here, we're in day number 3 of it. The final game for both of these teams, consolation contest. They both lost the first round quarterfinals yesterday. A strikeout starts our bottom of the third as Independence leads this game 4-0. Kelby Catcher goes down swinging for out number 1. It brings up Madeline Peters now. Peters, the shortstop, the number 8 batter, grounds this one right up the middle. Efforting try by Beatty at second, but not going to get there in time as it scoots into shallow center field where Butters gets to it. But it's a 1-out single off the bat of Peters, and it brings up Sammy Hare now.
Yeah, that's the first hit that they've had that is a base hit. The first one that even came close to me. The defense has been good. Mackenzie Hupke's pitching her spots well.
Ball up and out there to Hare. The ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1 away and 1 on. Here in this last of the third inning. 4-0 Independence to the advantage. There's another ball up and out. For ball 2. 2-0 the count. Congratulations to Northland Baseball last night, punching their ticket to the state tournament. They will get the 3 seed in the tournament. Take on a 6 seed, Winston St. Mary's. A rematch from last year when they were beat 5-1 on Friday last year, the state tournament, the opening day. The Lynx will not play until Saturday afternoon now. We'll have all the coverage for you right here from KMCH Sports. Northland girls basketball coach and middle school junior high baseball coach Brian Weebly will join me for the coverage of that one on Saturday afternoon around 1:30 game from the state tournament. This one's a hard line to right side. Scoots down the line in foul territory off the bat of Hare. 2-2 the count with 1 down. As Northland advancing on to the state tournament. 3rd time in 4 seasons for Coach Griff and company. Tremendous effort. Over 160 wins for that senior group since their 8th grader. Swing and a miss on the pitch downstairs there. Hare goes down for the swinging K for round number 2. Also, congratulations to a great effort, a great season by Freddie Martin and the Beckman Blazers. Tonight is their 19th trip to the state tournament as they were beaten by Wilton last night. A game you heard right here from KMCH Sports with Bill and Dan. 1-0 the count, 2 down. Runner on first. As this one is sliced into left field. Off the bat of Elizabeth Fisher. Her first hit of the game. And only the second hit. The first hit of the game came off of Peters' bat. And now 2 hits and 2 runners on in this inning for Charles City with 2 out. In the bottom of the third, 4-0 lead for the Mustangs. And Allison Heff comes in. Heff, the 8th grade first baseman, as she struck out swinging her first time. Takes the ball there, 1-0 the count. Back on the rubber and ready. Upkey, the 1-0 pitch. It's lifted in the air right side. It will be in foul territory and will be out of the field of play. As an effort there by the right fielder, Doyle, running out of room. As the count is even now, 1-1 the count. 2 down here in the last of the third inning. 4-0 the Mustang advantage as they scored 3 in the second and 1 more in the third. There's a ball that misses the zone there for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Here to Ashlyn Heff. Runners on first and second. The 2-1 is a strike on the inside corner. Anthony used for strike 2 on Raven. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 1 area baseball team to the state tournament. Hoping for our second and third tonight with West Delaware and Western Dubuque. There's a ball in the dirt between the legs of the catcher. Officials all the way to the backstop to our left. And the runners will move up on the wild pitch. As Peters to third and Fishers to second. Oh, wild pitcher fastball there. Well, that's a close one. That's a close one. As there is a strike on the inside corner. Heff was frozen. The backwards K for the third out. Hopke gets out of the jam. We go to the fourth. 4-0. Mustangs. Independent softball from KMCH Sports.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
For all your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feeds dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Edgewood Feed Mill, your ag feeds experts in Edgewood.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Got a bit back with you. We'll pop her off the bat of the leadoff girl. Madeline Beatty here for the Mustangs. 8-9-1 slated for Independence. Beatty, Hush, and Butters as we start the top of the fourth inning. As 34 minutes into this consolation game, 4-0 in favor of Independence. 3 in the second, 1 more in the third. And the ball taken inside off the plate. We're even now. 1-1 the count. The 8th trip for the Independence Mustangs, their first since 2005. As this one is outside. 2-1 the count. Longtime veteran head coach, the Hall of Famer Lyle Hush. 949 wins, 429 losses. He took Independence to a lot of those state tournaments. Also taking Independence St. John's in 1980 to a state tournament, Coach Hush. As there's a ball up and out of play, we're even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Coach Hupke is the third head coach in 6 seasons here after the Hall of Famer Lyle Hush stepped away from the program. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Beatty as she takes a look at that one. That's shoulder high and outside for ball 3. 3-0 the count for Independence. Their first state tournament appearance was back in 1995. They were 3rd place in Class 2A. And he didn't go back there until 2000. There's a ball outside, too far for ball 4. And the leadoff walk here in the 4th for Beatty brings up Kaylee Hush for Independence. 2nd place in 2000. Went back in 01. They were tied for 5th in Class 2A. 02, 03, they were 2nd and 3rd. 04 in Class 3A. They went In 05, their last time in 3A, they went and lost and finished in 8th place. And this year, their 8th trip to the state tournament in independent softball history. What a season it's been for the Mustangs, 34-7. And now, what are we going to have?
Well, we had a pinch hitter right there, and I don't know that they reported her. I just noticed it after she did that. Sydney Hearn went up there and
it looks like some type of injury.
Well, she tried to bunt and must have hit her hand or something, but she was in there pinch hitting for Kaylee Hush.
And that is Sydney Hearn, the junior, who has been currently running for officials, the catcher. She's in the dugout here, and they are tending to her. Time is called right on first, nobody out, as Charles City is tied for the second most trips here. A three-way tie for 27 trips to the state tournament for Charles City in the history of their program. As outstanding numbers when you look at it for them. 1975 was their first one. This is their third in a row, as they won the fall state tournament back in 1979. No summer state championships for Charles City. There's 0-1 the count here. Hearn is back in and ready. We're ready to go. Mustangs lead 4-0. Top of the fourth, one on. And nobody out. Hearn. The 0-1. There's a ground ball right side. Second baseman Schmidt is there. She'll take the out at first. The 4-3 ground out. Hearn does her job and gets the runner to second base. As Beatty will be there with one away, brings up the top of the order, Lydia Butters now. Another left-handed batter. She's 0 for 2. Popped out to the pitcher in the first. Flied out to Litter, the right fielder, in the second. There's a one down here, and there's a job. Bouncer right up the middle into center field. Around third, coming in. The throw will be cut off. A throw to first, getting back in is Butters after she gets an RBI hit to center field. As the second RBI of the game for Butters. Nice piece of hitting it right up the middle where it came from. Scoring the first run this inning, 5th of the game. Beatty came across the dish. 5-0 Independence here with 1 out and 1 on in the top of inning number 4.
Yeah, and that was a leadoff walk. Again, came around to score. I mean, it did it again.
That percentage is going up.
It's going up. I mean, it's just uncanny how that happens. But teams just do a really nice job. You know, Sydney Hearn did her job. She got her over to second base. You know, and that's when things happen. Get them in scoring position. And Butters, what a way for a senior to get a couple RBIs.
Ground ball. Hayer going down foot. Did not able to get a corral on, but the second baseman Schmidt comes on, fires the first, and gets her girl on the 1-4-3 put out to be exact. For out number 2, Butters goes to second. Allie Jo Zeeser now will stand in. As Zeeser struck out her first time, reached on an error and scored her last time in the third. 2 outs here, runner on second. We're at the top of the fourth. The punt right out in front of the pitcher. The third baseman coming in. The pitcher went away from the ball. The third baseman, Sonberg, fielding this ball. And Allie Jo Zeeser surprised the Comet defense that time, laying down a punt and beating it out for another infield hit here for the Mustangs. They've got 5 hits in the game now. And all but one of them, I believe, the infield variety.
They've done a really, really nice job of bunting and putting the ball down in great positions on the bunt.
There's a liner into center field. That'll bound down in front of the center fielder. 6 runs of the game will come across. Butters scores easily on the Hupke hit into center field. And the Mustang offense is rolling here today. 6-0. 2 outs on the top of the 4.
Yeah, and they would have loved to have had a couple more of these hits yesterday, but it wasn't to be. And, you know, they're coming back here, playing a really nice game here. What's going to be the
runners on first and second. There is a ball that hits the batter. Hits the leg of the batter official. She will take her plays at first, hit by pitch. First one of those today. Zizer will go to second, Hupke to Zizer to third, Hupke to second, I should say. Officials on first base. 8th batter of the inning now, Allison Doyle. And now a courtesy runner at first base, Shea Whitman, number 30. Whitman, a sophomore at first base. Allison Doyle stands in now. She had an RBI ground out her last time. She stands in here with the bases full. 2 runs scored already. And she pops this one up right side out of play for strike 2. 0-2 the count. It's Allison, the daughter of head wrestling coach Michael Doyle, and defensive mid-90s graduate of West Delaware High School in Manchester. Her family, grandparents, and parents here today. We spoke to them before the game. Great people. Aunt and uncle from Cologne, they're here as well. 1-2 the count with 2 down. And a 1-2 on the way. Popped up right side. That's going to be out of play. That one goes into the Veterans Diamond spectating area. Back behind us here. 2 appropriate names for the ball diamonds here. Cubs field is down the way. They play baseball in that one. 1-2 the count. That's the major league fields here. I was going to at Fort Dodge. 1-2 the count with 2 down. Bases loaded. You were reading my mind backwards. We're on Dodger Diamond here, named after the Fort Dodge, the 3 at 4. Fort Dodge. Thank you. Dodgers, Dodger Field. 1-2 the count. There's a pitch up and out. For ball 2, we're even out. 2-2 the count. With 2 away here in this inning, top of the 4th, that the Mustangs have scored 2, threatening for more with the bases full. Hayer. With the 2-2 on the way, it's lifted up and out of play again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allison Doyle got an infield hit and scored her first time up. Get that RBI ground out her last time in the 3rd. Standing back in here. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the way. This one is lined right side off the front of the fencing of the first base Mustang dugout. And it stays at 2-2. What a battle here by Doyle. Yeah, and you got to credit Hayer. She keeps throwing strikes, and the majority of them are on the inner portion of the plate. That's why Doyle can't get a really good swing at him. He's doing a nice job of following off some good pitches. And this one has popped up and out of play. 2-2. Very nice day here. 84 degrees, 88 feel-like temperature. But it doesn't feel that warm here today because of the sun is not out. It's partly cloudy here. And 4 miles per hour from the southeast, the light wind. 56% the humidity today. It's a very pleasant Wednesday afternoon at the state softball tournament in Fort Dodge. There's a ball that gets by the catcher, and coming across the plate to score the 7th run is Allie Jo Zizer. What are you going with there? I'm going to call that a pass ball. I think maybe the catcher kind of had to go off the end of her glove a little bit. It wasn't that bad a pitch. Almost hit Doyle. I thought maybe there for a minute, maybe it might have hit her, is why the catcher missed it. Runners on. 2nd and 3rd now as they move up. 7-0. Here's another foul ball. What a battle by Doyle. This one right behind of the batter, the on-deck batter, Mary Puppet. She had to do a little jig of a dance to get out of the way of that one. As the 3-2 on the way, she's going to pop this one right back to the catcher. Soft little one-hopper. The pitcher, I should say, here. She'll toss it over to Heft at first and the 1-3. Ground out for out number 3. But 3 runs in for the Mustangs. We go to the bottom of the 4th. They extend their lead now to 7. We're back after this from KNC Sports.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
We're in the bottom of the fourth inning here at Fort Dodge. 7-0 now. Independence, the advantage in this one after scoring 3 more runs in the fourth inning on 3 hits, 2 left on base. Now the last of this fourth inning, Taylor Schmidt will start things off for Charles City as 3, 4, 5 Schmitz, Sonberg, and Reams do up for the Comets. A swing and a miss there by Schmidt. For the swinging K for Hupke on the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts now. 5 of the 7 strikeouts now. And 6 of those have been the swinging variety for Charles City batters. Sienna Sonberg now stands in. She popped out to the first baseman her last time in the second. 1-0 the count with 1 down.
Yeah, Hupke's stuff looks probably as good as it's been all year long, because she's doing a really nice job of moving it in and out. And that outside corner, that's hers today. She owns that outside corner.
2-0 the count. Here to Sonberg. Swing and miss on the pitch away. 2-1 now. The Mustangs with the shutout right now. They're 7-2 in shutout games this year. Charles City is 15-2. As there is strike 2. 2-2 the count. Here to Sienna Sonberg. Here's the ball. Down and out for ball 3. We're full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. We'll have updates tonight during our West Delaware Sub-State coverage against the Waverly Shellrock of Western Dubuque baseball. As there is a fly ball right side. Into right field. Doyle into her glove for the second out. Brings up Peyton Reams now as Western Dubuque taking on the number 1 seed in their Sub-State Cedar Rapids Prairie down in Cedar Rapids tonight. As updates for you in that one as Bobcats trying to get back to the state tournament for the first time in 6 years. First time in 4A. There's a ball outside. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Delaware Hawks. Waverly Shellrock tonight. All the coverage around 6:45 tonight. Bill and I will take the trip back to Waverly after we're done here in Fort Dodge. And we'll have all the coverage for you. Coach Nate Lahr tries to get his first team to the state tournament in his 3rd try against the same team. Waverly Shellrock stood in the way in 2014 and 2015, beating the Hawks in sub-state games 2-1 and 9-8 in those games in 2014 and 2015. As the 2-0. Yeah, I knew I didn't have that right, and I knew you would have it. We talked about that earlier. As there's a ball outside off the plate for ball 3, 3-1 with 2 down. Looking forward to that one on the Wartburg Diamond tonight in Waverly, West Delaware. Trying to get back to state for the first time since 2008. As 3-2 the count here to Peyton Reams. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th, 7-0 Independence. The 3-2 on the way is a grounder up the middle, past the efforting shortstop Davis into center field for the 2-out single. Off the bat of Reams, it brings up Cora Crooks now.
Yeah, that's the 3rd hit for Charles City. That was a nice hit, and one of the few pitches of Mackenzie Hupke just got way too much of the play. That was right down the middle, and Reams made her pay for it with a single back up the middle.
And there is a strike on the outer half, thigh high. We're strike 1. 1 the count here with 2 down in the last of the 4th inning. game this afternoon. A swing and a miss there for strike two, and Coach Boland calls time to have a word with his number 6 hitter, the designated player, Crooks. Runner on first base is Reams out there for Charles City. Independence leading this game 7-0, 3 runs in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 more in the fourth. As they get a couple warm-up swings before she gets back in the batter's box is Crooks. She stands back in, faces the 0-2 pitch. She goes and gets it. As it was out of her half, she fouls it up and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was one of those 2-strike pitches. You got to do something with it. It's too good to take it, and she did a nice job of spoiling it. Going to get another pitch.
And the 0-2 on the way, and it's upstairs, chased on and missed by Crooks. And Hupke gets out of the 2-out little jam there as we go to the 5th inning of play. 7-0 Independence. This is Mustang State Softball, KMCH Sports.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, call Dwayne at Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville. They are licensed and insured and offer free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care, your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Ellis Implement and Outdoor in Coggin is your local supplier for farm equipment and outdoor power, offering parts, sales, and services since 1937. Ellis Implement and Outdoors wish all area athletes the best of luck.
State Tournament Softball Independence flavor brought to you in part by Bank Iowa, Cy and Charlie's Pets Allowed. Also by Nutrient Ag Supply. The Mustangs ahead in this game 7-0 as we start the top of the 5th inning. 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 in the fourth for the Mustangs as they start off the top of the 5th inning with Mary Puppet. 7-8-9 here. Puppet, Beatty, and either Hearn or Hush. Hearn, the pinch hitter last time for Hush. As there is a strike to Puppet for strike 2. 1-2 the count. She struck out swinging her last time of the third. She reached on an infield hit and received an RBI in that 3-run second inning. She stands back in the 1-2 from Hare. Other way, swung on a miss, wall speed pitch changer that time by Hare. And going down swinging is Puffett, as brings up Madeline Beatty now, the second baseman who walked and scored her last time in the 4th inning.
She also singled in the second inning, an RBI single, so she's been on base twice, scored a run, and knocked in a run.
As the ball fouled back off the end of the bat of Beatty. As Beatty yesterday, an infield hit, a sacrifice, and flight out in that 3-2 loss to Sergeant Bluff Luton. There's a swing and a miss. Upstairs, Leonard High. Chasing it is Beatty, and coming up empty for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Beatty, the second batter in this top of the 5th inning. Mustangs lead 7-0. Another ball outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Here to Beatty. Mustangs turning around after 2 years ago having just 17 wins. A record of 34-7 coming in here today, looking for their 35th victory. 2-2 the count now. Here to Beatty. They were 26-14. Lost in the semifinal to these Comets of Charles City last year. 17-23 in 2016, just 10-29 in Coach Hupke's first year. So what a turnaround it's been from 10 wins her first year. Now chance for 35 in year 4. There's a ball inside off the plate. Beatty will take the 1-out base on balls, and it brings up the number 9 batter here. It'll be Sydney Hearn. She stays in the 9 spot for Kaylee Hush, who started the game hitting there. As the top of the order, and Lydia Butters waits on deck. As this one pops up and out of play left side. Before last year, that winning season of 26-14, the last winning season for the Mustang program came back in 2011 when they went 23-18 under head coach Lyle Hush at the time. 0-1 is taken outside and down for ball 1-1 to count. Here it is, Sydney Hearn.
Never seen a defensive lineman here. They're playing in for a slap hitter. The right fielder has come in, and she's standing about 2 steps off of second base. If she could hit one over the first base and set down the right field line, she's liable to get an inside the park home run.
A strike there for strike 2. 1-2 to count is Sydney Hearn. 283 batter and 46 at bats, 20 runs, 13 hits. She's knocked in 5, and she takes the ball outside there too far for ball 2 or even. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. Hearn back in. The left-handed batter. One of the 6 juniors on the line who slapped left side. Foul into the fence. And the count remains 2 balls. And final softball broadcast of this 2018 summer sports campaign. We'll have a few more baseball games remaining here as the season dwindles down. There's the ball outside and low, leaving it go is Hearn, and she has a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runner on first base from the top of the 5th inning, where the Mustangs lead this game 7-0. A 3-2 on the way, and letting that one go, holding up on the swing. A running look at that one, and having it avoid her body and her bat that time was Hearn, and she goes down to first with another 1-out walk. 2 walks in a row. The 3rd of the game allowed by Hayer. The 4th, I should say, and 5th free pass with that hit batter as well. Lydia Butters stands in, takes a strike. 0-1 to count to Butters, who got to hit the center last time up. RBI to show for it, and she scored herself in that 3-run 4th inning. Butters takes the ball outside and low for ball 1. It's 1-1 to count here to Butters.
Yeah, Hayer's struggling with that, with the strike zone here today. She's not been able to get it across. She's only walked 37 in 160 innings coming into today, but she's got 4 of them in 4 innings here.
The 1-1 swinging on and missing there. A pitch that was shoulder high upstairs for strike 2. 1-2 the count here to Butters. 1 down. Runners on first and second for the Mustangs. At the top of the 5th inning, 7-0. The Mustangs have the advantage. 1-2. This one's lined left side. Fair ball bouncing down the left field line. Picked up right on the line to the left fielder, Pfizer, but on to 4. 1 run will score. 8-0 now is our score. As Beatty comes in on the hit down the left field line. As Hearn moves up to second. Butters on with the hit. And the RBI, her second. Check that 3rd RBI of the game. As she's on first base, Abby Davis will stand in now. As she grounded out her last time in the 4th inning. Takes a strike there, right down the chute. Thigh high. Strike 1. 0-1 the count, 1 away. Runners on first and second again. In the top of the 5th inning. Independence leads this ball game 8-0. This one is skied up and out of play. For strike 2, 0-2 the count. Here to Abby Davis. As Davis, the junior, stands back in. Now the sun comes out full bore. As there is a little popper left side over the head of the shortstop Peters. Valiant effort, but not going to get there in time. As she turns and hurls it back into third base, but getting in third safely is Hearn. Butters to second. Abby Davis was a little duck snorter there. The hit, second of the inning, 8th of the ball game now for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you couldn't stand at home plate and throw it out there any better than that. I mean, that was just beyond. Peters did a nice job of going back and thought for a minute she might be able to get it, but loads the base is still just that 1 out. And the number 3 hitter, Allie Jo Zezer, is coming up.
As Zezer had an infield hitter last time up, an error. and scored both the last two times. Strike there on the count as she takes this one inside off the plate too much for a ball. 1-1 the count. 8-0 here, Independence for the top of the fifth inning. 1 out. 1-1 the count. And the bases are full of Mustang runners here. And the 1-1 offering is a strike around the inside corner above the knees for strike 2, 1-2 the count.
And Independence threatening to possibly end this thing via the 10-run rule here. They've got really consistent here the last 4 innings, getting base runners on and getting them in.
Outside there's the catcher. Catcher set up outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Mustangs have the bases full here in the top of the fifth inning, leading by 8. There's a little chopper right out in front of the plate. Going to be a force out as coming in. Coming in was Hearn as Hayer gets a little toss to catcher for the force out and retires Hearn. The 1-2 put out. 4 out, number 2. Zezer reaches on the fielder's choice to the pitcher. Davis to second, Butters to third. And it brings in Mackenzie Hupke now. 2 outs, 8-0 in favor of Independence here in the top of the fifth inning. And an off-speed pitch, no good outside. For ball 1, 1-0 the count. The 7th batter in this inning, Hupke standing in. Base is still full of Mustangs. There's a strike, inner half above the knees. Strike 1, we're even now 1-1.
Yeah, pitches mounting up. This doesn't mean much in the high school softball, but she's over 100 pitches already here for Hayer.
1-1. This is a little popper into near second base. The second baseman comes, avoids the runner and the base, and puts it away. The pop-out denies Independence of getting to 10 runs. They score 1 more and take an 8-0 lead to the bottom of the fifth. Mustang State Softball, KMCH Sports.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes and equipment headquarters in Dyersville.
Experience the difference. Experience Bank Iowa. They believe banking is more about people and less about dollars and cents. Their decisions are made locally by the people you know, your friends and neighbors. Bank Iowa, member FDIC.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Number 15, Kathy Catcher. Along with Rob Edwards back in the studios of KMCH Radio in Manchester, John Swisher, Bill Logan here on the Fort Dodge Dodger Diamond here at State Softball 2018. No, that does not count. Yep. Oh, no, it doesn't. 0-1 to count. 6. There's a ball outside for ball 1, 1-1. Here's Independence leads this game 8-0. We are in the last of the fifth inning. Kelby Catcher, the catcher for the Comet, stands in. And a swing and a miss for strike 2 there, 0-2 the count. And the 1-2 pitch is inside off the plate. Evens it up at 2-2.
That was a really good pitch. Mackenzie Hupke out of mine, you could just see her go like, oh, that was close. That was a really good pitch.
Ball in the dirt, chop left side foul. And we stay at 2-2. 3 balls. Check that. Yeah, should be 3-2, I believe. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Board has been off here seldom. As there's a ball outside, it was ball 3. And that makes it ball 4. Catcher to first. Struck out her first time up. And she hits the base on balls that time. Madeline Peters now stands in. She got to hit the center fielder last time out in the 3rd inning.
Courtesy runner for the catchers, number 18, Lydia Stout.
And Stout on first base for the catcher. And catcher at first as a strike there. 0-1 the count. And a strike there for strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Madeline Peters. You got to hit her last time up in the 3rd inning. Ball misses outside. Ball 1. 1-2 the count here to Peters.
That was a great location on that 0-2 pitch. First 2 were right on the corner. That one, she tried to take it out a little bit farther.
Upstairs for a ball there. For ball 2, we're even out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hupke on the rubber with the 2-2 delivery. It's chopped right back to her. Hupke will fire to second to get the force. Good idea. Great coverage by Davis. She was right on the bag expecting that throw. And the 1-6 on the force out there. The runner Stout at second. Peters choice to the pitcher Hupke, and it brings up Sammy Hare now. But first we have time. And see if another runner here maybe. What we're going to have, Coach Boland talking to the home plate umpire, Troy Nicholas. 1 down. As Coach Hupke comes out and has a word with her catcher officials while we have the delay. And we're going to have a runner. It'll be a pinch runner on first base, and that is number 8, Kiki Connell, the freshman, will be out at second base with the wind picking up here, as you can tell.
That feels nice.
It does. Connell on first. 1 away. Sammy Hare takes a strike on the outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 to count the number 9 batter, the 3rd hitter this inning for Charles City. Elizabeth Fisher, the top on deck. There's a strike. Anthony's outside corner, strike 2. 0-2 the count. This game has slowed down a little bit now. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. An hour and 8 minutes old here from Fort Dodge at the 2018 state tournament. Here's a line ball right side, knocked down by the first base coach, should say, for the Comets. And the 0-2 all the way from Hupke. This is hit up in the air right side out of play. We'll do an 0-2 pitch again here with 1 out. In the bottom of the 5th inning, this game by the score of 8-0. Losing 3-2 yesterday. Both teams just scoring 2 runs in their games yesterday. As there is a ground ball left side, getting the force out at second on the 6-4 on the force out. As Davis over to Beatty for the second out. Fielder's choice, the shortstop. Hare reaches first base, brings up the top of the order, and Elizabeth Fisher now as a courtesy runner. It was Emma Grimm, and it will be Emma Grimm. Number 13, Emma Grimm. As the freshman Grimm will get the first as the courtesy runner here.
A nice job there by Charles City coach Boland to get some girls in this game.
As this is a ground ball right side, gets through the front line of the defense. The right fielder hurls it in. Runners will be on first and second. See what happened there. Can you give her a hit?
Yeah, I'm going to give her a hit. And she was coming in playing for a slap hit, and she was in far enough, and Fisher just pulled it hard enough to get by the runner.
So Elizabeth Pfizer there, the sophomore, gets on. on the hit. Here with 2 down. Ashlyn Heft stands in. Runners on. 1st and 2nd. One ball, no strikes. Here to Heft. And there's a swing and a miss. And the pitch outside chasing it was the 8th grader Heft. And the count is 1-1. Heft has struck out twice against Hupke so far. Swinging back in the 1st, looking for last time in the 3rd. Up and out there for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners on, 1st and 2nd. Coach Hupke going to call time and go out and have a word with her daughter, the junior pitcher, Mackenzie Hupke. As Hupke, the recruit of Drake University, we talked about, very talented pitcher, only as a junior. As the Mustangs will say goodbye to 3 seniors playing their final athletics at Independence High this afternoon. Butters, Beatty, and Doyle, all seniors moving on. The 3 seniors of the 16-lady roster, 2-1 the count. Here with 2 outs. Runners on, 1st and 2nd. Up and out there for ball 3. 3-1 the count. 8-0. Independence leads this game here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Charles City threatening to end a shutout here. And there's a ball inside and low. A flinch by the home plate umpire. But he gives the base. And it's walk to Heft that time, as Pfizer will get to 2nd. Grimm advances to 3rd. The base is full here. Brings up Taylor Schmidt, who struck out last time. This one is hit deep to right field. That's going to be a grand slam on top of the pavilion cover out there in right field. Boy, she put a charge into that one. Taylor Schmidt with her, well, she's no stranger of power. She leads the team with 12 home runs on a team that has now 34 on the season. Compare that to only 7 for the Mustangs, so the 12 home run for Taylor Schmidt. We haven't seen any of that power today so far. But that time she gets herself 4 RBIs and the grand slam to right field. And boy, did she get that one up in the air in a hurry.
Yeah, she did. And it wasn't coming down yet by the time it went over the fence either. It almost hit that shelter out there they got for some shade out there on the right field fence. So she took that pitch on the outer portion of the plate and put a charge in it.
Just like that, the shutout is off the boards and then some, as it's 8-4. Near the bottom of the 5th inning, Mustangs lead. The 7th batter of the inning, Seaberg, stands in now. She's 0 for 2. Pop out of the flyout so far against Hupke, who with a 2-0 count comes back with a strike at the knees on the outer half of strike 1. 2-1 now. Here's Sonberg. As the 2-1 is up and out, it goes off the glove of the catcher officials for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Here the last of the 5th inning. 4 runs in this inning for Charles City as they get on the board for the first time in consolation play. A strike 2 there, right down the pipe. And we're full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sonberg back in and ready. Now this one is a ball inside.
No, they called it strike.
Did she swing and miss, or was it a strike?
He
dropped
her up, but she dropped it, yep.
As officials had to corral the ball and fire down to first for the 2-3 put out for the backwards K. 3 outs now takes us to the 6th inning. 4 runs for Charles City. Still a 4-run lead. 8-4 Mustangs. Independence State softball from KMCH Sports.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision. One call does it all. Quality guaranteed.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop are proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they got you covered. Call Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop, 319-935-3358.
Top of the sixth inning is here. Game an hour and 17 minutes old. Mustangs now lead 8-4 after Charles City getting on the board. Scoring 4 runs and a grand slam by Taylor Schmidt. 4 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on for the Comets in their half of the fifth. Top of the sixth now. Kinsey Fischels leads things off for the Mustangs. They lead by 4. And the count is even now after a ball, a strike on the outside corner. Count is 1-1. As Ayer, the starting pitcher, still out there. There is a strike at the knees, outer half. Strike 2, 1-2 now to the count.
Fischel's been on base all 3 times, twice on an error, and once on a hit by pitch.
Ball up and out there for ball 2. And we're even. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. It's Fischels, the number 5 batter. 2-2 from here on the way upstairs. She fouls it back to the fence in front of us here. And the count stays even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 more in the fifth for the Mustangs offense. They lead this game 8-4 here in the top of inning number 6. Off-speed pitch. Nice pitch there by Hare. Took a lot off of that. And Fischel's trying to way back, but swung down on it and could not get a piece of it. Goes down for the swinging strikeout as Hare now with 5, 7, 6 strikeouts. I thought you had an additional finger up there. I don't know why I'd think that. There's a ball up and out for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1 down. Here in this top of inning number 6, Allison Doyle stands in now. Doyle grounded out there last time. Also the time before in the third, we had an RBI. This one is grounded up the middle. Shortstop makes a nice play. That's Peters. Round out there for round number 2 off the bat of Doyle, and it brings up Mary Puffett now. 2 away, top of the 6th, 8-4 the lead for the Mustangs. Puffett is 1 for 3. Infield hit last in the second RBI hit, as she struck out swinging in the 3rd and 5th innings. As a strike there, 0-1 the count here to Puffett. The 0-1 pitch from Hader. On the way, showing bunt, trying to bunt down on that ball, and coming up empty for strike 2, 0-2 the count. Here to Mary Puffett, one of the 7 sophomores on the squad. Just strike 3. Taking it was Puffett for the backwards K for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. So 8-4 Mustangs back after this from KMC Sports.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. They produce shears, press brakes, and HMI C-frame presses. Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated, Coggin.
John and Bill back with you. We're in Fort Dodge at the 2018 Softball State Tournament. Day number 3. Final game for Independence in Charles City as the Mustangs lead the Comets 8-4 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And slated for Charles City here, 5, 6, 7 Reams, Crooks, and catcher is a foul ball. Right back off the home plate, behind the home plate fence for strike 1. A 1-1. The count here to Peyton Reams, who's 1 for 2. It hit the center last time, the third to pump it back in the second. This one fouled back, but out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hupke. The 1-2 on the way. This one is hit into center field. Going back is the center fielder Putter. She'll track it down. And the out round number 1 brings up Cora Crooks now.
Yeah, I thought Butters did a nice job. Playing straight away, took her eye off it, but just turned around and kind of started running to go back and get it. And did a nice job of catching it back close to the fence.
As a ball there to Crooks. As Hupke, the 1-0, there's a pitch up and out for ball 2.
Crooks has struck out her previous 2 at bats here today.
This one is going to be a popper to the right side. The second baseman is there and makes the catch. For out number 2, Kelby Catcher stands in. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down. 8-4 Mustangs with the lead. There's the ball downstairs to Catcher. She walked her last time and was picked off. Struck out swinging back in the 3rd as she takes a strike there in her half-tie high. Strike 1, we're even. 1-1 the count. Here 2. Kelby Catcher. There's a ball down and in for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Two balls, 1 strike. Upkey on the way. There's a ground ball left side. Pumpkin has it. Fires across for the 5-3 ground out. And it'll take us to the 7th inning with the Mustangs leading 8-4. This is Independent State Softball from KMCH Sports.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Locher and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Locher and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester.
Top of the 7th inning, 8-9-1 up for the Mustangs. Beatty, Hush, and Butters. Independence leads this game 8-4. Here, still inside the circle for Charles City. Starts off with the perfect strike there, right in the middle of the zone to Beatty. There's been a big game. The infield hitting an RBI back in the 3-run second. She scored in the 3-run fourth after walking. She received a base on balls again in the 5th and scored the home run in that inning. 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for Independence. Leading by 4 runs here in the top of 7th. Ground ball left side. Shortstop up and over. Gets her girl. Peters to Heft on the 6-3 ground out for out number 1. And Sydney Hearn will stand in. Came in the fourth inning as a pinch hitter for Kaylee Hush. Rounded out then. She walked and was forced out. Back last time up in the fifth. Sydney Hearn has bumped this one to the backstop. For strike one on the count here to Hearn. Playing their final game of the softball season here. 3 seniors, 5 for Charles City. Those 8 ladies will never play high school sports again after today. As a ball splattered out of play left side for 2 strikes, 0-2. The count. As this one is fouled back left side off the bat of the left-hander Sydney Hearn for strike for a 0-2 count to remain here. 1 out as Hearn stands back in. As the 0-2, there's a ground ball left side. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 down. As back in here. As there's a strike on the inside corner at the knees. Hearn avoids it. Ball 1, 1-2 the count with 1 down. As there's a chopper left side. A foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Sydney Hearn, the pitch hitter. And the 1-2 again here. Swung on a miss. A running look at that one. Swinging, coming up empty. Hearn going down for the strikeout. Out number 2. As we take a look at the strikeout totals here for Hayer so far in this game.
That's her 8th strikeout here so far. Had 1 every inning except in the 4th, and then had 2 in the 2nd and 2 in the 6th.
Down here, 4 Mustang. Strike at outside corner, fly high. Strike 1 on the count. Here to Leah Butters, the leadoff girl. 2 hits her last 2 times up. Takes the ball outside. There's a rolls to the fence. They hit the left her last time in the 5th in RBI. They hit the center in an RBI and scored in that 3-run 4th. She flied out and popped out before that her first 2 times up in the 1st and 2nd innings. The 1-1 here on the way from Hayer, and it's a little popper left side. Foul ball, effort by the 3rd baseman Sonberg. Couldn't get there in time. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Butters back in and ready. 1-2 from here on the way. She pops this one up out of play behind the backstop. And the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Butters climbs back in and ready. 8-4 Mustangs, top of the 7th. The 1-2 on the way again, and she takes a strike. Off speed pitch, a tail back in. Butters was fooled, and she takes it for a backwards K. The 9th strikeout for Hayer. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Mustangs need to hold the Comets from scoring 4 runs or more here. As it's 8-4 Mustangs, Independent State softball. You're listening to it from KMCH Sports.
You expect big hits on the softball field or the baseball field, but not on the road. When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Call By County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from By County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
So no strikes here. The number 8 batter, Malin Peters, who leads things off against Mackenzie Hupke, who's still inside the circle here for the Mustangs. They start the bottom of the 7th inning as a 3-1 count here to Peters, who reached on a fielder's choice and was forced out her last time up. Got a hit and stranded back in the 3rd. Grounds this one right side. Slow roller. Beatty gets to it. Fires the first. The low throw, but nice scoop there by Zeezer. And the 4-3 ground out for out number 1. And the Comets are down to their final 2 outs of their season, and for the seniors, their careers. As the Mustangs lead this game 8-4, trying to get the consolation victory. As this game is an hour and 30 minutes old exactly right now. As Hare is in there with 1 down. Hupke upstairs for a ball. Shoulder high, ball 1. 1-1 the count. 1-0, I should say, the count. Now it's 1-1 on the strike on the outside corner. We're even 1-1 with 1 down. Here, this bottom of the 7th inning. Mustangs trying to get their 35th win of the season, coming in at 34-7. Charles City 33-7. Mustangs in their 42nd game here. Charles City, their 41st. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, and we're even out 2-2. Independence is 44 of 48 Class 4A schools. Enrollment of 371. A little bit bigger is Charles City, 39 of 48. They have enrollment of 385. And there's a ball that misses for ball 3. We're full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 1 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. 2 more outs needed for Independence to close with the win. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. The swinging K for out number 2. It brings up top of the order and Elizabeth Pfizer now.
Number 9, Elizabeth Pfizer. That's a 10th strikeout of the game for Hupke now, so double digits.
There's a
little, there's a smart play right there. Catcher loss is just a little pop five out in her territory, and Hupke couldn't get to it, but she saw the spin on it, so she's going to let it go, let it go. Foul. So smart play by Hupke out in that pitching circle.
So they waited and waited to let it go, foul, and touch it as it becomes a foul ball on the touch. Then 0-1 the count, 2 down. And there's a slapping, running look at that one. Going to appeal it down? No. On the swing, appeal from the home plate umpire. Mr. Nicholas checking with Glenn Marquardt, his third base umpire. There's a little tapper right back to the edge of the circle. Hupke going to fire. Safe is the call. Beating it is Pfizer, the infield hit. With 2 outs, brings up Ashlyn Heff now. As Charles City does not want this season or day to end here, as they are fighting the whole way. They were able to score 4 runs in the 5th.
Heff, Pfizer, she was her 68th hit coming into today, and 3 today, batting over 500 on the year. So a lot of speed, and she takes advantage of it.
Pop up behind home plate, not a play for strike 1 on the count here to Heff. So struck out twice, walked her last time in the 5th, and scored. And the pitch here is a tapper, left side of the dish for a foul ball. Strike 2. 2 strikes here. That's standing back in. The 0-2 is downstairs off the shin guards of the catcher officials. Bounds to the right side. As Pfizer advances on the pass ball. Have to back in there with 2 outs, a runner on second. 8-4 Independence with the lead. This is a ball hit deep left field. Going back is a left fielder making the catch. Hush. Check that. Hearn hauls it in as the F7 for out number 3, and the Mustangs get the win here as they end their season with the record of 35-7. They dropped Charles City to 33-8. As the Mustangs get the victory, we'll take a short time out, come back with a quick post game, and send you on your way on this Wednesday afternoon. Mustangs win this one 8-4. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Pets Allowed in Independence, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Pets Allowed has been your pet's lodging, grooming, and training specialist. Contact Pets Allowed at 319-334-7387 in Independence.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staffs, and fans continued success.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision. One call does it all. Quality guaranteed.
The staff at Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Go teams!
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Experts, Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck. Go teams.
John and Bill back with you final time here in high school softball. And the KMCH Sports broadcast season here as we still have baseball on the horizon, especially tonight with West Delaware taking part in a sub-state final for the first time since 2015 against Waverly Shellrock for our final softball game of the season here as Independence goes out with a victory. Our area coverage team getting the win over Charles City. The Mustangs 8, Charles City 4, and the Mustangs round out their campaign at 35-7, one of the better records in the history of the program. In their 8th state trip, getting back to the tournament for the first time since 2005, as they end Charles City's run at 33-8, winning the consolation, tying for 5th place in Class 4A for the Independence Mustangs. Take a look at the totals in this one for Charles City: 4 runs, 6 hits. 3 errors, 4 runners left on base. They struck out 10 times, 9 swinging, 1 looking, and 2 walked batters. For the Mustangs, 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 8 runners left on base, 9 strikeouts, 6 swinging, and 3 looking. 5 free passes, 4 walks, 1 hit batter in a game that lasted 1 hour and 36 minutes. The Mustangs get the victory here today, and they say goodbye to those 3 seniors, Allison Doyle, Lydia Butters, and Madeline Beatty, who will never play another high school sport. Going out with a win, and not many teams in any sport, Billy, can say that as a good job and a great season wrapped up here in this consolation contest as they get win number 35 here this afternoon.
Yeah, that's always a great memory to have, and then each one of them had an RBI in there, so something else. They all had good games, and that helps build for those younger kids, knowing the fact that they work hard like these kids did ever since they were probably 8 years old. hard work, perseverance, and stick after it, and good things can happen. And it's a lot of kids' dreams to be able to come out here to Fort Dodge and play in this beautiful complex they got out here. And you don't always want to play in this stadium because this is the consolation team. You like to stay up on the hill up there and play in that winner's bracket, but hey, just getting out here is an experience itself, and Independence, great job this year.
Yes, indeed. Coach Hupke and company getting that 35-win mark, getting back to the state tournament for the first time in 13 years. This team will be remembered, and they are pretty young. Only those three seniors I talked about, three important seniors in the starting lineup, but a lot of experience coming back here. You never know the run they can make in the future, and that is the goal here. As anytime you have talented pitchers like Brock and Hupke in the circle, you're going to be in good hands as they will come back next year and have some things to say about Class 4A softball and how good they will be. That's going to close out our coverage here as we're going to make our way to Waverly. Getting ready for Sub-State Baseball tonight, West Delaware style. Hawks take on the Go Hawks. We'll keep an eye on Western Dubuque baseball as the Bobcats will be down in Cedar Rapids tonight, taking on Cedar Rapids Prairie for a chance to get back to the state tournament since 2012. Hawks looking to get back there since 2008. I want to say thank you to all 50 of our regular sports boosters and our additional sports sponsors here in the postseason. Payless Foods in Dyersville, also by Bank Iowa, Zion Charlie's, Pets Aloud, Spring Green Lawn Care, Riker Shoes, Pete Small Engine Repair, Nutrient Ag Supply, Meyer Mechanical, Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply, also brought to you in part by Financial Strategies, Dave's Complete Construction, Ellis Implement and Outdoor, Edgewood Feed Mill, Bean Bender Manufacturing, Bi-County Disposal, and Bonacap Murdoch and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes. Thanks to all those great sponsors for making it possible for high school sports broadcast coverage right here from KMCH. Well, that does until we talk to you from Waverly tonight. Thanks to studio producer, afternoon man Rob Edwards. And for my partner, Bill Logan, John Swisher saying, Independence gets the victory here in this consolation contest and get a tie for fifth place. Final score, once again, 8-4. So long, and a safe afternoon, everybody, from Fort Dodge, Iowa.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.